Hello, it's Thursday morning. Well, it's around about lunchtime to be honest. I've got a little Kyle with us today, so I've just been pottering on, getting him sorted and settled. Just a quick one today. I've brought some of my onions up. I brought half my giant onions down to the garden to bask in the sunshine, where they've been nice heated greenhouse as well. Yeah, what a difference in the days as well. The sun's back for the day. So the minute the heater's off and it's sitting at 15 degrees in here, and I've got all the windows and everything open, I must purchase a fan or a solar powered fan just to blow some air through here. I've got all the vents open, so hopefully that'll drop down a little bit because I don't want it too warm in here just yet. So I'll spin you around, I'll show you what's happening in the bottom greenhouse. I meant to say the top greenhouse, but as you can see, my onions are here. I'll get my pen. Right, there's a pencil in anyways, there's a school pencil, so you can see the difference. That's the biggest one I've got so far there. You can see which ones I potted up first and which ones I left. These ones are the ones I potted up first, and these ones are the ones I left for a little while. So it is definitely worth potting them up when you get them. When they get certain size, or they just stay at one position. But they're coming along canny. I've got a few more up at home which I'm going to get sorted out with as well. Everything else in here is ticking over nicely. I did spot that these purple graffiti purple head cauliflowers have popped up, so they're the first of my brassicas to come through this year so far. Nothing else has quite come yet, but there's plenty of time for them. Cabbage and everything's looking good at the top. I did show you them prior as well. I've got more in the house, and I've got some more things sewn up here. So yep, everything's ticking over here. Everything's ticking. I've brought my giant sunflower down as well. Seb's sunflower, the one that was the same size as his house. So I've got that setting away here, basking in the sunshine. But yeah, probably where everything's going at the moment. Like I said, I was behind with my leeks and everything, but they'll soon catch up. They're looking all right. But I'm gonna get crack on. I'm gonna do the raisin rye beds today. I'm gonna chop them down and I'm gonna get them dug in and wait for the dry spell, because the ground is still a little bit wet. So I can't get the rotavator on there quite yet. But I'm going to get it all dug over ready for us to get cultivated in. So I'm gonna go and get that done now. Hi guys, it's Thursday still. I'm back at home and I've been here. Been here for a while. I've been potting some aster and viola on from the seed trays that I had them in. I'll show you that in a second. At the moment I've been down to Wilkinson's this morning because my marigolds been a bit of a failure from the saved seed. I only managed to get 4 from a full seed tray, which was really bad, and I need lots of marigolds because they always come in handy and they always look pretty as well. So I've been down to Wilkinson's, like I mentioned, and I've getting some more marigolds, so I'm gonna get them put in. I've also getting some gladiator, like I said I was going to. So I've got some gladiator. I've also got some javelin as well. So I've got 2 different canker resistant free varieties to try this year. And also I noticed that my Swan River daisies haven't really come up very well neither. So I'm gonna get. I've been down and getting some more, and I'm going to get them potted in today as well. So I'll spin you around, show what I've been doing, and I'm going to get on with these. Well, somebody's been a very busy boy. As you can see, I've been potting these into 20 cell trays, in 10s basically as well. So I've got the viola, and then I've got aster duchess mixed, aster, of course 2 little violas there as well. Down here I've got more aster, and more aster. So all together 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130 aster, 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100 viola. So I haven't done too bad for them 2 different plants. Now I'm running out of room. So as you can see, the stuff that was here, I've actually moved. I've built something outside because I need a cold frame. I'll just show this outside. I don't have a cold frame at home. Stiff door 2 seconds. So as you can see there, I've just put some bubble wrap over the top of there, and I've put, let's have a look, see what I've actually put in there, because I can't remember what I put in here. so we'll wrap this nice and tight in there. So we've got the Cornish Giants in here. Cornish Giants, I've got some onions in here, some sweet peas, and some flowers. So the stuff that was in the way basically. So that should keep them warm. I'll put a bit of fleece over the top. And dodging through the washing. That's on the line. You get that in as well. So I've gotten them out. Keep the warmth in here because it's still sitting at 15 degrees even though the sun's been disappeared for a while. As you can see there, the marigolds that I sowed from Wilkinson's, the red cherry, didn't have any of them left in, and the honeycomb ones haven't done very well neither. So I've just grabbed the two varieties I've grabbed are the French Orange Boy and the French Petite Mix, because I did well with the French ones last year. So I'm going to get cracked on. I'm going to get sorted with these because I still need to take the cuttings from the dahlias as well. If I can run out of time I might just do that tomorrow. Also I've noticed as well I need to get these tomatoes potted on. So the first lot of tomatoes, them Roma, I need to get potted on. The Sweet Millions, I need to get them potted on. The Americans and the Spanish I'm going to wait till the beginning of next week. But yeah, I've got a lot of potting on to do as well. But I need to get all these plants and everything sorted out of the way as well and get some new stuff sowed. So I'm going to get cracking on with that now. So that's the marigold red cherries potted on. So I've still got a few in the pot here, so I'll let them grow big and strong. I'll take these down to the allotment along with all of the rest of the flowers that's all potted up now. So I'm pleased with them. I'm happy. I'm pleased I managed to get them done for a start. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can. So I've got the 2 packets of French Marigold Orange Boy in there. So we'll see how they come. Now I've got I bought some more perlite and bought some more vermiculite as well, and I've had the compost heated up, sumac compost even, so they should have a good germination with these ones as well. If not, I'm sure I'll go back down to Wilkinson's and get more seeds, because according to these, not happy with they should fail. Be happy to replace them. Should have went and done that in the first place, considering these are from Wilkinson's and they were from Wilkinson's. So never mind, I know that for the future. I'm going to take them dahlia cuttings tomorrow, so stay well for that. The onions and leeks, I've just put a bit of support on for them, so that's all I've done in here basically. Everything else is exactly like I mentioned before. So I'm signing off for the day. So I'll be back on tomorrow for the rest of this second quarter, to try to get as much done as I can basically. So just bear with us and see what we get done. Morning guys, Friday. I've just popped down to the allotment with all potted on small plants, the asters and the violas and stuff, just to make some more room in the greenhouse for all the other flowers that I'll be sowing over the next couple of days, and obviously pricking out in a couple of weeks time. So just to show you on here as well, so as you can see, I've got I brought the violas, the asters, the one lot of Mess and Brine Anthem or Livingston daisies down, which I pricked out. I don't know if I've done that right or not, but I'm just leaving them like that till I see what happens. For the rest of them, I've got them in the stadium there as well. So I'm going to get sorted with the fire here today. I need to go clean it out and get it sorted so it burns all day, because I'll not be doing much today. It's the daughter's birthday parties and stuff like that, so I'm going to get sorted with them today. But I am going to go back home. I'm going to start sowing some more flowers, going through the packs that I've got, and go on from there. So I'll see you up there once I get sorted down here. Hey guys, as you can see, I'm back down home. Now I've been having a look for ways to save money, of course, once again, and one thing that keeps popping up is plant labels. Now you can buy a pack 50 or 100 for £1, like down Wilkinson's and things like that, but I noticed that we've been getting milk bottles. People have been using milk bottles as well. So I've got a white milk bottle here. All I've done is cut the top off, take off the plastic. Now all I'm going to do here is remove the bottom. So you get some set of sharp scissors here. Just cut around the base. I'm just basically trying to open up the bottle. Now, oh, that's a tough bit, that bit there. don't need to throw that bit away, the base, because little watering trough. So if you've got any plants that need watering, constant care, you can just leave them in the bottom, water the bottom, and soaks up from the bottom. So I've now got now 2 of them, because there's one I made earlier. So I'll put that up there. So from there, you can see from the bottom. So I'm just going to cut down the side here, because I don't want the handle. Down the other side as well. Up. Don't know what you can use that for, but put it one side, and from there you're left with that. So if I just snip down the side here, so there's one side done, snip down the other side. So now I've got a piece like that, and a piece like that. So from here, what I want to do is, I don't want the curved bit at the top, so I'm going to cut a little bit further down. Now that bit can go in the bin. And what we've got left is the front and the back. So you can cut them to size, any size you want. You know, what I'm going to do is just cut them down, so, and that size will probably do me fine. So just enough to get writing on. Cut them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. So I'll get 9 plant labels out of that one, which I'll pick them up and I'll show you. There we go. Plant labels done. So I've used them. What I've done is, I'll just bring you down from there and I'll spin you around. So at the moment I'm busy planting sowing some seeds, some flower seeds. So I'm just following on the instructions there. You can see the plant labels are recycled milk bottle, so they're exactly like them. So they've come in very handy. So if you're stuck, you don't know, you're in the house and you've got an empty milk bottle, don't go and empty your milk just for to make plant labels. That comes in very handy. So I'm going to get cracking on with these. I've got another four more, another 5 more, which the water's just the compost sitting in there soaking, and I'm going to get potted on as well. Just before I shoot off, I'm going to pot on these Roma tomatoes and other ones as well. Now, when it comes to the tomatoes, don't be too worried if they get what we call leggy. So if they're searching for light. So you see here, this is getting a bit tall. Tomatoes are very resilient. You see them ones there as well. Tomatoes are very resilient, and what actually happens is, what I'm going to do anyways is, you can see here, you see it's a very long stem. Now what happens is, I'm going to plant this all the way to these leaves here, just like I have here. Okay, and then what happens there is, this section here, the roots start coming from it, so it develops more roots. So it's actually a good thing. So it takes in more nutrients and more water and things, and it grows nicer and stronger, and you have a bigger, nice root ball. Now I've got these. I'm trying these a little bit different this year. I'm going to put them in the cell trays of 10 instead of putting them in pots. So I'm going to put them in the cell trays of 10. Even though I've only got 9 here at the moment. So let's close that one off. So I've got 9 Roma here from the first batch, from 9 out of 10 came. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to finish off putting these on, then I'm going to see if there's any others need doing. Et voila! So I've taken my first 20 cuttings of dahlias and I've marked them all up there. I've decided to use root rye cubes, just because I want them to be really good. That's basically it. I've got them, might as well use them, and they work well with the chrysanthemums, so I may as well use them. So I've got 20 different cuttings from 20 different varieties. As you can see, I've marked them all up using them milk tray, but the milk carton labels I made earlier on. I have left a few on the plants, so and I now know what these 3 are, so I'm going to mark them down now straight away as well. So we'll see what these come to. Hopefully they come to some nice plants. Then I'll basically just doubled me dahlias. So and there's still plenty more coming up here. So like I say, I've left 2 on them ones, which is actually a pom-pom mixed variety. I've got a little one popping up at the back there. Some more popping up on there. Another one on there. There's still a few coming along. There's still some coming up on that one as well. And I've taken the majority from these ones here, the speckled ones, and of course the pom-pom natal as well. So yep, that's them done. So that's the flowers all potted up. Now some kind soul sent these for the gardening club, but some of these are the ones that they can't have due to being positive touched and stuff like that. So I took them out and I'm going to I've sowed them, and I'm going to take them down to the allotment and show them, so there's no point, there's no waste in them at all. I've got the other ones, got the sweet peas for the kids are here, so I'm going to put them into this tub here. So I'm going to put them in quarters, so I'm going to have a quarter here, quarter there and a quarter there. Then when the kids go back to school, I'll take it over and go in their greenhouse. I've just mixed up another batch of compost there, so some perlite and vermiculite in there. So I'm going to go and get some more compost because I've now run out. Sowed, so they're the first sowings. So they can take anywhere between 2 weeks to 3 months to germinate. So we'll see how things go with them over the coming weeks. Just noticed as well that they've got the Gardener's Delight that I put in. There we go, and there's the first one popping up there. So happy days. But never mind, anyways, that's me done for the day. I'm going to go and get prepared for the kids' birthday party, so I'm off. So I shall see you tomorrow and look out to see what we're getting on with. Morning guys, it's Saturday morning. I've just come down to check on the fire. My gran has already been over, thankfully. I did ask him yesterday, but I didn't know if I was going to get down or not. Yeah, everything's sitting here alright. I've just decided to put on a few of the heavy onions before I shoot off. Just show you the 4 larger ones, and anyways, I've still got the ones at home which I need to bring down and put on, but there we go. They're looking alright. So I've got them in bigger pots here. I've got the mix of Humax and Charge with a sprinkle of Mycore as well. So I've got a sprinkle of Mycore on the roots direct, and in the pot hole as well. So I just did these exactly the same way as I'd put on anything else. I got my pot. So I got my pot, got the pot that they were in, put it in the middle, filled around it, patted it down, get a wiggle, lifted it up, and I had a space there for the pot for the plant to go straight in. So that's how I did that. But that is all I'm going to get done today because I'm going out. So I'm going to just make sure that everything is nice, tucked up, tidy, and I'm going to shoot off. And then tomorrow we'll see what I get done tomorrow for the last day. Then I'll pop this latest update of the week up on YouTube. So I will catch you tomorrow, see what happens. I've gotten a lot potted on, a lot of started at home, as you've seen already. It's just basically a case of potting on and keeping everything going over at the minute. Nothing's popped up on the brassica side yet, or the chilies. I have noticed that the calendulas popped up, but I'll show you that tomorrow as well. So I'll catch you then. Morning, Sunday morning, end of the week. Like I say, it's been a very busy week. I came down this morning to the garden and unfortunately I've had a bit of an accident. The sheet that I've got in front of the door, the greenhouse door, fell off, hit one of my onions, and the ones that I hadn't yet planted up, it's fallen down on the floor, soil everywhere. So I've repotted all of the onions up now, so as you can see in the background here. So I've got me 7 that I brought down, they're all potted up, and I'll just leave them in here. I'm going to move them now as well. One thing that I've come down to do today is to get my sweet peas in, because the sweet peas are ready to be moved on basically. The ones I had sown at home. So I got given these from the lad next door. I've got 2 of these, so I'm just going to plant up a couple of them, get sorted out, then that'll probably be me done. I've got, as you hear in the background, I've got little Kyle with us this morning. Hi, say hello, Kyle. Yeah. Say hello. Hello. Hello, say hello everybody.
Hello, Daddy.
He's got his breakfast, he's got his toast, he's just taking everyone on. So I'm gonna get cracking on with these sweet peas and put them in and see how that goes. Like I said, I've never done them before, so I'm gonna get cracking on with them now. Right, so guys, I'm getting this sorted out. So like I say, I've got 2 of these. I've already done one, and I've put it outside next to the shed. The next one I'm putting in here is going to go next to the his and hers chairs outside. Oh, it's alright, don't worry about it. So what I'm doing is I'm just placing them along the back and along here. So I've got 2 rows. So what they should do is lean up against the fence and climb up the fence. So all I'm doing is, as you can see, nice big shoots. I didn't nip these off. I nipped one off there, which is that one. As you can see, it's spread out and branched out. So all I'm doing is turning them upside down, squeezing the pots out. There we go. So there's one. As you can see, got the root ball on the bottom there, making a little space for it. Pop it in, squeeze it there, and that's it in. So I'm doing all the way across the top here and across the back here, and I'll show you where I've put them in the final place. What I've done a little bit different here is the homemade compost that I've got down the bottom of the garden. I've actually sieved some of that out. I've sieved it out twice, and I've got it in the wheelbarrow back here. So use my sieve. So I sieved them out, and it's got my own multi-purpose, which is it's good, it's nice. So but what I've done is I've used this predominantly in the base and the bottom, and what I've done, it's just a trial, but then what I've done is I've gotten some of the Humax compost mixed with some vermiculite, and I've just put it on the top. So what that should do is, if there's any weeds in the my own compost, that any weed seeds, they'll not be able to get through because of the light. So there's no light going through, so it shouldn't have any weeds across the surface. So that's the thinking anyways. But so I'm gonna get cracking on with these. I'm gonna get them done, and then I'll show you outside. So that's them sweet peas put in. I'll show you whereabouts I've put them, and I'll show you where I'm going to be putting the other ones as well when I get sorted. I don't want to put them out just yet until after the cold spell's gone, after the end of this week. Then I'll probably start putting them in the ground after that. So I'll spin you around and show you where these are now. I've got the shed there, so I've put one tray full, so mixed between blue and white, so they travel up there and up there, and that'll be a nice smell as we walk in. And the next one I've put is down there, so that will climb up there. So as we're sitting here in the sunshine, we've got all the flowers around her, and it should smell lovely. That's the plan anyways. And we did have a some spare white ones, which I've just popped into this bed here, so it'll be going up there. Now what I'm going to do in this bed for the coming months is salad. So it's going to be salad, so lettuce and things like that's going to be going in here, and some spring onions and stuff, and radish. So I'm going to get sorted out with there. I've got me second batch of peas, the third batch of peas, which should be going in this week, so that'll be on Wednesday. So I'll get them in. So plan down here as well is the sweet peas that's in here. So all the ones that I've got in here still to put in as well. I'm going to put some across the back here, and it's just a case of having a look to see where else I can put them in really, because at the moment I'm a bit stuck to where I can put them. I'll have to have a look and have a think. I might even put some along the back of here, a few with sort of like one bed, then miss a bed and put some there, then miss a bed and put some there, then there. So we'll have to see what happens, see what comes of it. I will be taking the swing set home, putting the front garden for the bairns to play with, because they're getting more use of it there, and I can get my land back as well, so I can get more stuff putting in. So that's the plan for them as well. Say hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Not say hi, Kyle, you dingbat. You're dead funny. Right, swing, seesaw. Kids' tulips are coming up lovely down there. That Sky put in. Might as well just get into her in any case. So my homemade compost, I've taken it from here. So I've actually sieved out this stuff here because this is like 2-year-old now. So I've sieved out the stuff that was in here, and that's what's in for the sweet peas. This I need to dig over. So what's happening here? Not a lot really. As you know, already know, the beds are already prepared for the tomatoes. All me Astas violas and me Livingston daisies and nasturtiums are down here at the moment. They're all sitting there all right. So you can see they're sitting there. Just wait for the rest of the stuff to pop up. The raspberry canes are starting to bud, starting to come back to life. As we can see in here, where there we go, see here, as we can see, come back to life here, which is great. These are the ones I got from my granddad last year. So that's that, you can see it come up. My rhubarb's coming up alright now, so you can see that there. I'll have to dig that in a bit further down. I should really move it a bit closer in. Then and I can put this over the top and force it, but that's a job I'll get next year. These 2 beds here will be used for the giant cabbage. Sorry about the noisy child. So them two beds are dug over, ready for the potatoes, the first earlies and second earlies that's going in there. And that 3rd bed I need to get dug over for the main crop. I've still got to chop this down as well and dig it up. Obviously there's one side done. I've got to sort that out. I've got to rotivate that in. And I've got to chop this down and rotivate it in as well. Spin these around in the middle greenhouse. Dahlia tubers, I just need to give them a bit of a water. They're sitting in here alright, nice and warm. That's all that's in here at the moment because I've got everything else in the heated greenhouse. So I've still got a bit to do in here actually, because I still need to make another. I want to clean all this section out here, and I want to build another bench across there, so there's more space. And this bed here will be the salad bed. And of course, I've just put my sweet peas at the end of it. I just showed you there. I've pulled the rosemary out of the greenhouse, so that's sitting outside now. And I've divided this mint, this chocolate mint, because it was getting a big bunch. So we'll see if that comes. It should come alright because just separated it nicely. Shallots coming up alright. The peas, there's no sign of peas yet on the outside. There's no green bits coming up yet, but with it being cold, I'm not surprised. I've got my daffs up. There's one of the daffodils from last year. There's more flowers in here as well. I can't remember what these are. They're not tulips, they're something else, but they're a white flower. They're nice looking. I've still got a few gaps which I'll have to sort out. The spring flower buckets, there's one of them. As you can see, we've got, these are daffodils here, so they're daffs. We've got hyacinths here, which that'll be a yellow one, 2 yellows and 2 blue by the looks of things. The crocuses are all done and dusted. And on the outside here, we've got the tulips. The tulip that's in here will be the double late, the Carnival Denise, or Denise. So that should, we'll look forward to them coming up. Spin you around. I've got my elephant garlic there. That's coming up nice and slowly. The stuff in the pots, and all the rest of the garlic here as well, which I've had a bit of a tidy up in between the beds. Is all coming up nicely. So they're all coming up alright. Should be over 144 bulbs in there. The daffodils coming up with the side here. They're all the flowers. The Sweet William are coming back to life. So the purple ones here, actually got them from last year. Them. But yeah, the daffodils are coming up there nicely. Yes, we're going home after Daddy's done this. This dahlia bed, this is where I'm going to put the dahlias this year. So, tunnel beds are done. I just need to get the polythene out over the top, which I'll get done over the coming next month or so, because the leeks, even though they're behind, they'll be going in here in a couple of months' time. The orchard, I don't think, we're starting to get some buds on the on the pear trees there, and the rest of the apple trees and stuff like that as well. There's I don't think there's anything on the apple trees yet. Oh, there is. They're starting to come up there, so it's starting to flower on there. And when the time comes when they start flowering, I will be. I did a bit of hand pollination last year and that was successful, so I might do it again this year with the apples. On here, these rose bushes I bought for £4 each. They're coming back to life, so as you can see, we've got some new fresh growth on there, which is great. I've just kept them in the buckets at the moment because I'm not too sure where I'll be putting them. The tulips I put in November are coming up, and the ones that I left in here last year have trebled. So instead of having one now, we've got three. Sorry, excuse me. We've got three there. We've got two there. They're starting to show their heads now. So we should get a nice bloom of tulips this year again. So all the way around the edges there. And the new ones I've put in a circle in around the trees here. And there, and put any at the back there. And I've put some around there as well. So and the hyacinths are starting to come up from last year. So they'll be up shortly. There's some there, and there's some there as well. And some more spring buckets. I've just separated and placed them around here. Yeah, some more tulips and stuff in here as I need to get this tidied and stuff. But more tulips in there. The hyacinths are in there. They're done. They were early flowering. I've got me two Gompy chrysanths outside now because I'm done taking cuttings with them. So there's one that side and there's one on this side. So there's one that side there. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have gotten more cuttings off this, but I'm just going to let it grow. I've got some Dutch iris here. I look forward to seeing what they're going to look like. So there's one here and one there. More daffodils at the bottom there. Of course, the sweet peas. And this one here. We've still got some crocus here, which is nice to see. We've got, of course, once again, hyacinths, daffodils. Whereabouts is them? These are the tulips here. And these tulips are the black parrot. So I look forward to seeing how they turn out as well. Because I know that Dave's really looking forward to his popping up as well. So his look a bit bigger than mine at the moment, but mine's got a lot of competition in here in his buckets. So I'll just take his into the top greenhouse. So this is where everything's a go at the moment. So I've brought all my chilies and everything up here, which they need a bit of watering, which I'll do in a second. So I've got my chilies in here because it's nice and warm, but right next to the fire. The fire is now on all the time, 24/7. So it's just sitting smothering away at the moment. It's nice and warm, it's keeping everything nice and warm. This is obviously filled with water. It's warm. It's very hot. So I see it. I've potted on me giant onions here. So the ones I brought down, I've potted them on. Which I'm pleased with them. They're better than the ones that I had beforehand, which I didn't really. I learned from my mistakes with the first batch, but I look forward to getting them in the ground as well. I mean, I've just potted them on, but it's still a couple of weeks away. But they're starting to get new growth coming through the centres, and they're starting to get bigger, which I'm pleased about. As you can see, they're about finger width, the size of my finger now. So they've been potted up. We've got some these lilies are coming up from the bulbuses. I'm happy with them. I don't know if they'll flower or not. I don't think they will, but see what happens with them. We've got gladiola there starting to pop through. All right, just like they were before. I've got more cuttings to take from this bush at the back. That's a chrysanthemum bush. So I've got some more cuttings to take from that, which I'll take now, and I'll actually go home and I'll put them on this afternoon. I'm tempted to throw these leeks out. They're small. I was going to put them in the ground, but I think I've got enough. So I'm going to go through the leeks that I've got here, see what's what, put them outside and let them run their course. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, never mind, done and dusted. So I'll take you into the top room. Excuse me, little Kyle. Good man. Good job, dude. So in here, I've got me giant sunflower, which is still growing there, happy days. I've got my Pendle improved leeks, which they're looking a bit naff, but yeah, I'll give them a chance. I've got some more at home as well. I've got these all potted up, Cumbrians and CSX leeks. Like I say, they're on the small side. I'll do better next year with them. I will. Like I say, this is just my first year growing them. Made some mistakes which I know about. I'll rectify them come next year, and hopefully I'll have some nice big leeks like the rest of the lads have got this time. The CSX Cumbrians, these are on the air pots. They're starting to get bigger. Same as the ones at home, they're starting to get bigger as well. They're just some little diddly ones at the back there. Like I say, I'll probably throw them out. They're no good now. I've got my giants, a few giants in here. So these are what my giants are looking like at the minute. I'm going to leave them a little bit, but the buttons will need nicking again. I mean, that's an alright one for where the button is, I believe. Got these two in here as well. They're the Cumbrians. So moving on, strawberries looking canny at the back there. They're getting there. They're starting to put on fresh growth and everything. I've tidied them up and cleaned them up. I've got the croissants at the top there. All the cuttings. All of them are cuttings. So I look forward to seeing if these take where they should do. I've not had a problem with them yet. Like at the back here, we've got we've got lettuce in there. The lettuce and the radish I've popped in. We've got the chrysanthemum Eastern Star, which I've popped in there as well. So I'll put that in the other day. We've got some different lettuces in here as well, which will be going in the salad bed when they start germinating. And I've got some pansies here as well, which I've popped in. The Cornish Giants, sorry, they're looking good. It'll be a couple of weeks and I'll put these onto bigger pots, because as you can see at the bottom there, they're coming out, so it might even be this week. I'll see if I can squeeze one and get one out here. Just take that off. As you can see, nice root system on there. Apart from the bit that's just fallen off, like, but I'll sort that out once I put the phone down. But yeah, I'm happy with that. That's the the Cornish Giants cabbage. The handy little tip as well. Now the heads grow on the end of the stems. Now if you don't have a straight stem, they tend to bend over, which potentially cause problems. So as you can see here, where they are at the moment, this bit here is the weakest point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit more compost on the top of there, just so up with the first set of leaves there, the young leaves, baby leaves. So it keeps it nice and firm. Then what I'm going to do is, once these get a bit further on, like I mentioned, in a couple of weeks' time, as long as the root balls should be fine. I want a nice strong root ball to be able to put it straight into the ground, so it's not going to budge. That's the plan in any case. So it's a handy little tip there, because if you don't have a good root ball, and the wind, when you put outside with the wind, they start flapping all over the place and end up leaning over, and they're not straight and they're not nice. But that's just from personal experience. I had it with me Brussels sprouts last year, where instead of having straight canes, I had a really bendy one. So and they're just lying all over the floor and stuff. But I like I say, I learned from a lesson from last year. Moving down, we've got some calendula and Aquila. What's that? Aquilbia. Now the Quilbia is supposed to be very difficult to germinate, so it needs to be in warm temperatures as well. That's the reason why it's up here. The calendula I only put in, like I say, it says there, only put in the 24th, so it's only been in less than a week, and they're germinating absolutely fantastic. So that's very helpful when it comes to them, because of the marigolds that I had the field, they'll make up for the marigolds. That's actually the calendula that I got off Dave as well when I popped up to see Dave at Dave's allotment. So thanks for those, Dave. I say they're coming up. Moving down to here, brassicas and things. So the sweet peppers and stuff haven't popped up yet, and they're not germinating yet. Neither have the sprouts or the cauliflowers. But as I showed you the other day, I believe the purple-headed graffiti cauliflower have. So the first batch are up. So they'll be getting a couple more weeks and they'll be getting moved on. Because I'll prick out the weakest one and let the strongest one survive, basically. So nothing else is happening at the moment with them. Underneath here we've got the lilies. So these are the lilies, the bulbous that I put in from last year, from the pink ones. As you can see, they're all coming up, which is great. It's fantastic. Very pleased with that. I've also got some, which ones are these ones? They're pink, they're the same ones, but they're the bigger ones. So they've just shown their face now as well. Nothing on the deep red lilies yet. I've just put the propagators over the top there because it's a bit of a draft down here. The white ones which I've got, they're through. Same with the ones over there. The white ones, the Casablanca, and the back there as well. The Casablancas and that one as well. So they're up. So the lilies are coming. Other than that, I believe that is everything. So that's the end. That's the end of March. It's the 1st of April today. So a quick tour. That's where we stand. We're at the garden at the moment. Yeah, you see everything's nice and slow. Started off. I look forward to everything coming up. But yeah, like I say, I've got a lot done this week. Hence the reason there's 2 parts again. Moving on to next week, I start with tomatoes and everything get done to put in for the 3rd and final batch tomorrow. So I'll get that sorted out tomorrow. I've got peas to put in. Oh, reminds us of peas. I'll show you these. So the trays I got off Dave Shaw, I've put some peas in just as some like space fillers basically. And the one that's down here in the greenhouse, as you can see there, they've started popping through. So I'm happy with them. So we've definitely got peas this year. And the mice didn't get them. So like I say, I don't really have a problem with mice. So I'm pleased with them. So yep, anyways, well that's me done and dusted. So thanks very much for watching this week's update. Thanks to all the new subscribers that's subscribed. We're up to 550 odd now, which is great. Thanks for everybody that's commented, all the people that sent me messages on the Facebook page, and it's nice chatting with you. And some of the people's gardens are amazing. I love sharing. As you can see, I love sharing my garden, how things are going, and it's nice to see other people are getting involved as well. But yeah, enjoy your plots. And I'll catch you next week. We'll see what happens next week. So what we are doing? Say it. Say bye, Kyle. Bye, Kyle.